On your mom's side, did she ever get remarried herself?
Mm-mm.
Would you ever have to deal with any of her boyfriends?
Hell nah. My mama don't have boyfriends.
Why not?
She like girls.
Oh, okay. Would you have to deal with any of her girlfriends?
Yeah, I have. I had beef with some of them too, but sometimes she gets good girlfriends that I like.
Mm. Okay, now, when your mother started getting girlfriends, was this later in your life?
Yeah.
And she's, at this point, bisexual herself or lesbian?
I mean, I feel like if you got kids by a dude, you gotta be bisexual. So she might not agree with this, but she's bisexual.
Do you think she's always been like that? Or
From what she told me, yes. She told me that she always, you know, liked girls, but she's able to be committed to, it doesn't have to be like, oh, well, I like girls, so I can't be committed to a dude type of situation.
And when was the first time you seen her or you guys talked about this type of subject matter?
It was when
seen her with a female.
She had a roommate. Well, it was her coworker / friend, and they was real, you know, friendly with each other. And I was like, oh, this must be your girl. And then my mama she kind of just told me like straight up, like, yeah, this is my girlfriend or whatever. I mean, I was cool with it.
And what age were you when that happened?
I was like 13.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay. You were in middle school.
No, it was after that. It was it was actually in middle school.
And when it comes to you personally, we've briefly talked about it, but we never really got in depth. Your sexual orientation is bisexual. And when it came to you personally, how did that work for you? Were you bisexual from the jump?
I think all girls, as females, we have all dibbled and dabbled with the female before. It's just like a little curiosity thing that little girls do. But I mean, I didn't know that I liked girls like that. I mean, I knew that I was curious, but I actually started talking to I had my first girlfriend, and then that's when I was like, okay, yeah, I do like girls. Because I actually had feelings for her.
And what age was that? Or what grade?
I was in like 10th or 11th grade, 10th.
So just to put things in a little bit more perspective here, you hone in on your bisexuality before you find out about your mother's bisexuality?
It was after.
Okay.
Yeah, after.
So you find out about your mother first,
and then
you hone in on your own bisexuality. And just putting a little chronological order there, that's that. And that can be its own conversation another time. But just putting things into perspective. Now, when it came to other children, because you mentioned there's stepchildren, right? I guess your stepmother had other kids that came into the picture. What was that like dealing with that? Because you were under the roof of your father at that time. He marries your stepmother, and yeah, okay, so you're already under the roof, and then he marries your stepmother at some point.
Yeah, so then they moved.
Okay, so what was that like for you, dealing with that?
At first, I wasn't feeling it. I mean, me and my stepsister, one of my stepsisters, we was real cool already from previous, since our brothers played on the same football team or whatever. So we was already cool. So that was cool to me, to live with my friend or whatever. But the part that I wasn't feeling for a moment until we had moved, I had to share a room. And I was like, I'm not feeling this. I had to share a room with another female, and I'm not used to sharing a room, and I was very irritated.
But then eventually you guys move and you have your own room.
And it went back to great.
how does the dynamic work when you and the stepmother beef? Does that change the relationship of you and your step siblings?
Yeah. At first, it didn't. At first. But the situation was kind of like, I wasn't around no more because I didn't want to be around them. So I didn't really, so I kind of fell off with my step siblings. Now, yeah, I don't even talk to them. I don't know what's going on or nothing, so.
And at this point, you have no children?
No children.